What is up, everybody? Welcome to DFS by the Numbers. This is my breakdown and prediction for Khamzat Chimaev going against Kevin Holland.
I need all the wins, yeah. Harder than all that is. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out.
And we are back, breaking down the new co-main event for UFC 279. Khamzat Chimaev, Kevin Holland. The weigh-ins were complete madness. Obviously, Chimaev was supposed to fight Nate Diaz. Kevin Holland was supposed to fight Daniel Rodriguez. Chimaev missed weight by, 7.5, 8.5 pounds. And all three of the matchups, Nate Diaz, Ferguson, you have Chimaev, Holland now, the Leech, Rodriguez. All three of these matchups have completely changed. And all three of these fights, they now have different opponents. So, we're going to break down this fight. We're going to talk through some numbers here. We'll give a prediction. We'll talk about the odds. Before we get into it, if you guys can please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on all the other content throughout the week. But we got to talk about this fight. Honestly, I like this matchup a lot. I'm actually more excited about this matchup than I was against, Chimaev Diaz. I think this is a much more exciting matchup, at least for me. And then obviously I'll be breaking down Tony Ferguson, Nate Diaz. I'll be breaking down Rodriguez, the Leech. So make sure you guys are on the lookout for that. But this fight is a phenomenal fight. I mean, I can't really complain. I say we break it down though. We'll start with Khamzat Chimaev. He's 28 years old, 6'2", with a 75-inch reach, 11-0, and 5-0 in his last 5 fights. Kevin Holland, 29 years old, 6'3", with an 81-inch reach, 23-7, in 2 and 1 no contest in his last 5 fights, and no contest coming against Kyle Dawkins. I want to start off with talking about the odds here. So, as some of you might know, Khamzat Chimaev was minus 1,800 on BetOnline Sportsbook against Nate Diaz. The odds are going to be obviously a lot closer in this fight. We have Khamzat Chimaev opening up a minus 1,000 favorite against Kevin Holland. He is now minus 550. Kevin Holland opened up plus 675. He is now plus 385. So Chimaev opened up a big favorite, and the early money has came in on Khamzat Chimaev. So, breaking down this fight a little bit, I mean, first of all, it's saying it's a 5-round fight, which a 5-round fight is going to most certainly favor Kevin Holland. We saw Chimaev go over 1.5 rounds for the first time in his last fight against Gilbert Burns. He was slowing down very, very bad. If this fight does go over 1.5, if this fight does go over 2.5, if it goes into the 3rd, 4th, and 5th round, that is going to favor Kevin Holland. So that scares me. If this was a 3-round fight, I mean, it's Chimaev all day. I'm not second guessing it at all. It's Chimaev all day. But the 5-round aspect of things, I think it makes this fight a lot more interesting if it is 5 rounds. On Tapology, it's saying it's 5 rounds. If it's 3 rounds, it's Chimaev all day. Holland has no chance. And the reason I don't think Holland has a chance if it's 3 rounds is because this is stylistically a horrible matchup for him. What has Kevin Holland struggled with throughout his career? The answer to that is getting taken down and getting held down. Against Derek Brunson, he was taken down 6 times in a 25-minute fight. He was controlled for 16 minutes and 55 seconds in a 25-minute fight. Against Marvin Vettori, in a 25-minute fight, he was taken down 11 times. He was controlled for 20 minutes and 1 second in a 25-minute fight. Khamzat Chimaev should have no problem at taking down Kevin Holland, who has a 50% takedown defense. The problem is, if this fight does get extended, and Dana White was talking about Chimaev was having some issues cutting weight, and if those issues were serious, if he's actually somewhat compromised, if this fight does get extended and Chimaev's gassing out, Holland's going to be very live in that 3rd, 4th, and 5th round if the fight makes it there. But that's a big if, right? That is a big if. Chimaev, this guy's an animal, an absolute animal. The wrestling is phenomenal. I think his wrestling is better than a Marvin Vettori, who took down Holland 11 times. I know that this is at 180 catch weight here, and obviously the Holland fight against Vettori was at 185, but Chimaev's big, man. Chimaev's big. He weighed in at like 178.5 today, just missing weight by a ton. He's a big dude. He's a very big dude. So I think Chimaev will have no problem at all taking down Kevin Holland. That's going to be the easy part. The hard part will be getting Kevin Holland out of there. I do see Chimaev landing some ground and pound. I do see him going for a submission here, and I think he has a good chance to finish Kevin Holland early in this fight. We did see Kevin Holland finished against Brendan Allen in that second round. Brendan Allen was able to catch him in a submission, rear naked choke, second round, mid-second round there. But outside of that, Kevin Holland has not been finished in the UFC. Kevin Holland is known for that toughness, that durability. 30 professional fights for Kevin Holland. He's never been knocked out. This guy has a chin of steel. So is Chimaev going to get him out of there with ground and pound? Potentially. Is he going to submit Kevin Holland, who is a black belt in BJJ? Potentially. But if not, what does this fight look like in the third, fourth, and fifth round, especially if Khamzat Chimaev is coming into this fight compromised from the weight cut? This is such an intriguing fight. And I do agree. I do disagree with the opener. I do disagree with the minus 1,000 opener for Chimaev because there is still some question marks. We saw in the Gilbert Burns fight, Chimaev clearly slowed down, and luckily for him, so did Burns. Burns was even more gassed than him. It was such a sloppy fight. Kevin Holland can go 25 minutes. I know he did not prepare for a 25-minute fight, but he's clearly going to have the better cardio in this matchup. It's just, can Kevin Holland survive for 12 and a half, 15 minutes if this is indeed a 5-round fight, which as of now, it is showing it's a 5-round fight. And I did see on Kevin Holland's Instagram that he said he was not going to accept the fight unless it was 5 rounds. So just more reason to think that, yeah, this fight is 5 rounds. And if it is, it's interesting. It is very, very, very interesting. As far as a pick, man, I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to take Kevin Holland, but it can look so stupid because this is such a terrible matchup for him. But all he needs to do is survive 12 and a half, 15 minutes here to win the fight. But that is a very, very big if. Chimaev, this guy's an animal. He went through the leech with no trouble at all, submitted the leech. He went through Gerald Mearshart in 17 seconds. He went through Reese McKee and John Phillips. I mean, yes, Kevin Holland is better than these guys, but, you know, this guy's been dominant. He did battle some adversity in the Gilbert Burns fight. He was able to kind of fight through it. He did drop Gilbert Burns a couple times in that fight, was able to win that fight, but that was a close fight. That was a very, very, very close fight. If I had to make a pick here, and this is if it's 5 rounds. If it's a 5-round fight, I think I might lean with Kevin Holland here. I think I might lean with Kevin Holland to survive that early onslaught. You know, Kevin Holland's striking is very good. He's going to be bigger. He's going to have a 6-inch reach advantage. He's going to have a 1-inch height advantage. If Kevin Holland can survive those first 12 and a half minutes, which he is a black belt, he's never been knocked out by anybody, and he's taken some big shots. If Kevin Holland can survive for 12 and a half, 15 minutes, and get this into the late 3rd, 4th, and 5th round, I think Kevin Holland's going to be super live to maybe finish Khamzat Chimaev late. So, simple as this. 5-round fight, I think Holland's super live. 3-round fight, it's Chimaev all day. It's not even close at all. I mean, Chimaev's going to have no problem taking down Kevin Holland. Holland has no takedown defense. Holland has no get-out game, and that's something Holland's been working on. So I actually am curious to see, you know, has Holland made some improvements? I think Chimaev will have no problem getting him down, but will Chimaev get him out of there early? And I kind of trust the black belt of Holland. I trust the toughness to get him extended. And if this is indeed a 5-round fight, I think I might take Kevin Holland for the upset as far as a pick goes. So I'll take Kevin Holland to win. I'll take him to win by a late finish here. I thought Chimaev was going to finish Nate Diaz. But this is a completely different matchup. And like I said, the weight miss. You know, he was dealing with some issues during, cutting weight. The doctors apparently told him that it's not safe to cut weight anymore. So he is coming in there with maybe something wrong with him. If he does not finish Kevin Holland early, it is going to get very, very interesting. So 5-round fight, I'm picking Holland. 3-round fight, I'm picking Chimaev. These odds are very, very wide. Do I think Chimaev should be a favorite? Absolutely, he should, because it is a great matchup for him, but I still have question marks about the cardio. So give me Kevin Holland for the upset if this is indeed a 5-round fight. So be on the lookout for the Nate Diaz, Tony Ferguson breakdown and prediction. Be on the lookout for the Daniel Rodriguez, Li Jingliang prediction as well. Those are going to be out soon. Leave a like on the video. Let me know who you have. And best of luck for UFC 279. See you guys.